So I literally probably look like hell has frozen over in the legs, totally in a state of recovery. Oh my gosh, life can be so wild. And as I've retired from music and the likes for the majority stake in things, as far as I'm looking to expand on other people's potential, in that regard, people with more potential at it than even me. People that got the whole package, in the likes. So I think that's of substance in the likes. But literally, I had a thought. I think it's good to think good thoughts, and what a thought was generally so true. Um, was just that, like you got to think good thoughts, and negative thoughts can totally impact you terribly, 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 terribly. So what it amounts to is just that. I think there's nothing wrong with working any job you have to do to live a better life, and it's only a stepping stone. As long as you use it as a stepping stone, I think you can get confused in thoughts. Whether you're at any job, McDonald's or this or that or any place, it's all a stepping stone in the likes. You have to think larger than just for the moment. And I think that's so true. And in a podcast I may or may not release, I've literally suggested that, as Warren Buffett might have suggested, there's a wealth transfer between those with short-term thinking and those with long-term thinking and the like. So I think there's so much potential out here, and most of us are so fortunate to have the potential to be anything we want in this world. If you have your mind, you have your body and the likes, then you have so much. That's human capital. They teach this stuff in business school. Human fucking capital is your most valuable asset. Having the ability to ingenious ideas and the likes, it totally gives you such an advantage to think and strategize, and to be able to plan and forecast and learn and the likes is such a skill. Critical thinking, that's why math is so important. And had things been pivotally different, I probably would have focused on math a little bit more. At the same token, tried to really push it to the limits, in the legs. These days my math is poorer than not. I got some basic arithmetic under my belt, but nonetheless, I used to be really strong at math. So it's kind of a disgrace, but I still think that's that strong foundation, just totally give it allowed for the opportunity to be able to think critically and have the best ideas because of just that. The idea that, you're able to, what is math? People hate math because you got to solve problems. People hate math because we got to solve problems. But what is life? What is running a company? What is business? Business in companies is problems. What is a good successful business doing? It's solving some particular problem through service or product that people have, a pain point, a painstaking pain point people have is what a business is solving. So what it amounts to is just that. Life is problem solving. So we got to be problem solvers. We have problems right now. There's problems at hand, and they need to be solved. So only those with critical thinking, with those that can formulate ideas for themselves and the likes, and totally so true that problem solving is critical. It's just no other choice. It's the fucking resolve. If you solve the problem, you might be a beyond rich in just character and spirit. You also be rich in wealth. Solving problems will directly enhance your lifestyle and the likes, I think. So I think that's what a successful business is. Literally solving a problem, a painstake, or the likes, or providing it the painstake of cost or the painstake of providing value. And I like the sentiment. The sentiment is so valuable. The sentiment literally is suggesting that you want to like 3x. I mean, let's not be too liberal. I always say like big numbers sometimes, as far as like, I'm like, I gotta get 100 times better. I like to self-talk myself very so. Like I'm like 100 times better, 100 times stronger, 100 times more fit, 100 times more ripped, in the likes, And I think that that's good at times. You got to shoot for the stars, and you want to have goals and ambitions that are so massive beyond just this moment. Even if you fail, you fall short of those massive goals, you still obtain the smaller goals that were in the stepping stone sequence to get to that that massive goal. And you may never ever reach that massive goal, but you want to keep striving for its progressive attitude, progressive in nature and the likes. So I think it's ultra critical and realize that it's so good. I think there's a humming. I think the computer's humming. Oh my gosh, it's heating up, baby. It's heating up. But anyways, back to the music. Literally, I told you I'm really going through it. I'm drinking water. It was a rough night last night. As we all sometimes have, and I've been feeling a little under the weather, and sometimes you could totally, we're not gonna go there, but sometimes you can feel a little under the weather, and that could, and some things allude to making it worse and the like. So we got to be very, very careful, and at the same token, drink lots and lots of water. Water is so critical. Water and motherfucking coffee, baby. I love the stuff, man. It makes me move a mile a minute, baby. But nonetheless, I think it's so true. Just use everything in your life as a stepping stone. Life is composed of decisions and choices. We got to make the best choices and decisions to move forward and to really, really get to the next levels, and be thankful. This is America, and although not perfect, everybody has a lot of opportunity, regardless of your positioning or the likes. Sometimes you want to use that stepping stone as a way to position yourself to be at the forefront or the highest tier of business and the likes, or just to have a position of respected authority, authoritarianly of value, able to get value and extract value from the markets. So I think that's a lot of potential in that. And at the same token, we have so much to be thankful for. But at the same token, sometimes we go through it. Even myself, I'm going through it right now. That's why I look so under the weather, man. Like I've been really going through it. Like you wouldn't believe it. And sometimes you don't even talk about some of the things you're going through, but you can really go through a whole lot. And it's good to be optimistic and the likes, and totally realize that thinking all these negative thoughts, this is what I don't like. I think you ought to. Let me express this. I think you ought to totally expect a lot out of yourself, but you also can't be too hard on yourself, because Rome wasn't built in a motherfucking day. Like I expect a lot out of myself, and sometimes I come short. And we all fall short of God's glory. That's what has been written. But at the same token, we are perfect in a way that, like, if we keep training our bodies. Like I'm getting ready to. I've been inspired to totally pick up fitness and get back to some of that vigor that I once had. And totally use exercise as a stepping stone to future endeavors and the likes. As far as and it releases endorphins and the likes, and totally will better your day. I read it in the book Real Estate Millionaire. It totally suggested that in the final conclusions of the book, that totally exercising as many days as possible in the morning, and also or at night, whatever works for you. It's gonna help you either way. It's gonna make you look, feel, and perform better. And that's what I want in life. Sometimes we let our health falter because we just want to have fun, or we get lazy. I think there's no time to be lazy. At the same token, you'll live longer. You can perform better. You'll look better. And at the same token, I'm getting into dieting and the likes. I just got a watch. I'm not wearing it. It hasn't arrived yet, but it's called the Fitbit. It's called the fucking Fitbit, and my buddy recommended it, and he totally suggested that like I should get the watch because it tracks sleep, it tracks calories and the like. So I can, there's an ideology that in physical fitness, that you either at a calorie deficit or a calorie surplus and the likes. And I think that if you want to lose weight, you go to a calorie deficit. So you track your calories you're burning through exercise and just walking throughout the day and the likes, and just steps that you take and the likes. It takes a lot of exertion to totally just walk around in the likes, and walk upstairs and the likes. We're working harder than we think, but at the same token, we need to push our bodies to go further and stronger, and become back stronger, because I haven't exercised in so long. I'm still healthful because I'm young, but I think like you want to get back to that foundation that has kept me strong so long, and the same to you. The foundation that's kept me strong was that strong academic foundation, also that strong physical foundation naturally, but also developed early in life, as far as playing sports and the likes when I was in my true youth. Although when I'm not under the weather, I still stay young at heart. In the likes. 26 is, like I've suggested, young, but you've seen some life. You've seen some life, and I think, again, I'm gonna requote the last thing I suggested was just that. My definition for old is literally when you stop learning new things, when you stop improving, when you stop stimulating your body, when you stop stimulating your mind. So I think that's what's so critical. And I think that's what we all ought to aim to do. When you stop learning new things, you're just call it quits then. I mean, if you don't want to learn anything new, if you don't want to stimulate your body, even if you've gotten to the age where you just want to walk in the likes. I even like to walk. Sometimes it can be stressful. It's strenuous. It's strenuous to exercise so abusively, especially when you've been through so much, like I was gonna call my album Rockstar Regrets. Oh my gosh, that was the album I was working on before before I retired. But you never know, man. I have so much equipment that I totally am able to, and I know I have all the specialization to totally in connections to totally produce good content and the like. So I think what it amounts to is just that. That is, I may release some stuff, but I don't like who like. I just think there's people more talented at music than me. I think I'm more talented at a lot of things than a lot of people. But at the same token, have I recorded some music that was profound? I mean, absolutely. Am I as rhythmic as some of these talents out here? Absolutely not. At the same token, I've never been the rhythm. I mean, I'm very rhythmic, like more rhythmic than most, but that shit. I might be drug induced. They might be sipping lean and shit. I really don't know what the fuck, like. But I think a lot of it's a lot of talent. And I admire talent and the like. So I want to give a platform for talent to exhibit itself at the highest level. And that's just through specialization and the likes, being able to put people on blast, put them on the front fucking page, and make them anything they want to be because they work hard and they have the look, or they have the talent, or they have all the above, the total fucking package. And I think this world, there's nothing more common than wasted talent. So I don't want to see any more talent wasted than it has to be. I think there's a lot of power in that. And I love that operation, just making dreams come true, because some people really do. Whether it was innate or whether it was inspired by just society, society encouraging it, like society channels. Society has a tendency in a society as such as this to channel talents into certain specifics, and it's up to the parents to totally, whether they agree or disagree, and totally, channel their children into what's going to benefit them long term. Sometimes sports can be good and the likes. It can teach you a lot of principles. If you're coachable and the likes, it can take you very, very far. And that's something that But also, sometimes you need to channel that into something that's going to pay off. As far as not everybody can be 6'8" and be athletic as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I think at the same token, everybody can though read a book. Everybody can build relationships. Everybody can. For the most part, as a generalization, right? Because I know it's like, I always talking motherfucking absolutes, and it's just a fucking a fucking habit, man. So I think that, and what the album cover alluded to, I mean, it was cool, man. It was literally Rockstar Regrets, and it totally suggests that, sometimes you don't want to abuse your mind. I think there's a lot of fun, but at the same token, you want to work on your brain and stimulate your body. And there's so much beautiful things out here that totally can benefit you long term. And there's love out here. There's happiness. There's comedic effects. People make you laugh and just enjoying life. And the likes, and also being serious at times. I think it's good to be serious. I think there's too much mediocrity. I think that comes from lack of seriousness. At the same token, you want to make sure you're being serious at the right things. You know what I mean? Things that are going to pay long term, and not falling into this trap of not reading books that or listening to books or the likes that, or podcasts or blogs or whatever that's going to totally benefit you over the long term. You know what I mean? So So I'm just rambling again. I'm rambling, but I think this went smoothly. I'm sorry for the mess in the background. I'm trying to be better about it, but like, sometimes no one's perfect, but I'm trying to like be like on my shit. Like I'm trying to be like, like you got to get your shit together out here in the streets, and sometimes that starts with just, with yourself. Sometimes changing the whole entire world starts with changing your motherfucking self. Blew my fucking mind, baby. Blew my fucking mind. So I'm feeling better now after talking with you, but at the same token, I've been a little under the weather. A whole lot of factors go into that, but drinking lots of water now and the likes. So I think there's lots of potential out here, and we can do anything. All things, baby. All things, baby. So it's a real pleasure. Be on the lookout for some new articles. I'm gonna have to get on these videos more often. I think the quality's been looking good. I mean, it's been looking good. When I'm not under the weather, it looks real good, and then, the sound quality should be pretty piss poor. I wish I was recording on my, on a higher quality tier mic, but, I'm just recording with these basic, shitty ass speakers. These basic shitty ass speakers, and it's just a disgrace. So I hope you can hear me loud and clear. I hope it's not a problem. And I really got to go because, got to be sharp. You got to move militantly these days, and keep on track. And I'm not sure if there's anything else I need to discuss with you. I know I've been excited to see you. I'm excited to see you, man. I'm excited to see you. So, let's see what I got here. I love phones, man. Phones are so fucking cool, man. Like, and this fingerprint unlock scanner shit, like, it's just like, it's the dopest shit in the whole wide fucking world. It's such a convenience factor, man. Like, that shit still blows my fucking mind. My mind fucking blown. So I think the last thing I'm gonna leave you with before I let you go, because I gotta go, is just that. Learning and having fun, no matter what your circumstances are, is what keeps you young. There's people with far less than most, like, most people in America and the likes. I know there's lots of grim situations and the likes, and everybody's going through different trials that some people know nothing about. I may know nothing about your trials and the likes, but I think that I respect you for being so strong as to not give up. I think I like my quotation, and it literally is just that. We ought to appreciate that, or the fact we ought to appreciate the fact that we could have given up years ago. It's valuable that you could have given up years ago, but you're totally strong. You're stronger than you know. That's what I promise. I'm stronger than, man. Sometimes I feel too fucking strong. That's why I want to get back on this binge of exercise, so I can, get my body feeling right, performing how it used to, and the likes. Not to the extent that I'm gonna be that there's been external factors and the likes that totally detriment some of principles, that properties, but you can still push yourself. Shit, man. Like, you can still get out here and read a book. You can still get out here and put in some motherfucking work, man. Put in some motherfucking work, like America loves to do. And I think you work hard until you work smart. Then you just work smart, baby. Amen. Okay, so we'll talk very soon. A lot of energy today, right? So I'm trying to drink this water, but I gotta let you go. So good to see you. You look great, and appreciate you tuning in. I'm gonna get on videos more frequently and realize that we're just having fun out here, man. Just having fun, working hard, growing our minds, soon to be growing our bodies. I'm waiting for my shoes to arrive. And if you know anything about Fitbits, leave a fucking comment, because I want to know what you fucking think. Are they the shit? Like, I see everybody with them and shit. My buddy was like raving about this shit. I wasn't all that sold, but I still bought one. But like that shit, like, tracks your sleep, tracks your calories, your steps, your mileage, GPS, Bluetooth, all sorts of shit, I think. But fucking bonkers, man. Technology is fucking bonkers. I hope I don't have to charge it so much, because I hate more tasks and shit, man. I hate that shit. But do what you gotta do to maintain, and then you grow, blossom, and you stimulate your body, you stimulate your mind, and you push yourself, and that's what results in what's my favorite word? Growth, baby. So look how we've grown, look how you've grown, look how strong you are, and look how strong we've become, and how strong we're gonna get futuristically. We're still young, so at the same token, we're only getting better still. So a lot a lot of beauty out here. So let's appreciate life, and be thankful. And I'm sorry for the audio being so distorted. We'll talk very, very soon. Blessings to you. And throw a motherfucking like. Share the conversation. Invite others to the conversation. Cheers. Peace.